Did I want to know that answer? I don't entirely. I didn't know these things about my mother.
It was the 70s.
What is happening right now? Getting ready, Woo?
Well, no.
You look fantastic. What's up, you guys? So I am here with my mum. This is Mum. Say hi, Woo.
Hi, everyone.
First of all, why is your nickname Woo? When we were kids, some of my cousins couldn't really say the L. The Lucy became Woosy, and then as we got older, it became Woo.
Woo, yeah.
But what are you doing?
Doggy bags.
You're not focusing at all right now. I need your undivided attention.
I'm fixing.
Okay, please hold. We're going to fix the dog bag. So Mum and I obviously have been living apart for a long time because I moved countries when I was 18. But we are the best of friends. Incredibly close. There's nothing that this woman doesn't know about me. So in saying that, I said to you guys, ask my mum questions. And this is what y'all came up with. So let's try some. In your opinion, what do you think makes a good parent? It's a pretty big question to start off with.
All the things: patience, love, tolerance, discipline, guidance. Ultimately love.
Ultimately love. Unconditional love.
Absolutely.
Agreed. Any nicknames for Sharna?
Bub, Sharna May.
Chicken.
Oh yeah, her aunt first called her chicken when she was 6 months old, and it just stuck.
How often do you and I talk?
Regularly. When I was working, I'd call you every morning on my way to work and say good morning.
Daisy. That's my kid.
What was the question?
Yeah, me too. Same problem. What's your most embarrassing memory of me? My eyes are legit crying because I'm in the sun. How about when I would run away from you and hide?
Oh, yes. That was embarrassing. You were an absolute terror from the age of 2. Couldn't take her shopping.
What is the most cross you have ever been with Sharna?
Again, when you decided to disappear on me. So this is when Sharna started tap dancing, and you wanted to go show your new tap shoes to Marty across the road. And I said, no, you can't go anywhere. Dad's coming home. We're going out to dinner. I said, you can go tap on the front veranda. And that was it. Then you were gone.
I've never listened well to directions.
When I realised you were gone, it was like ring around at everybody.
Once again,
and then,
she's off.
Lynn, Martina's mum, rang to say, you're missing a daughter.
And you were. Mum has never really spanked me ever, but that night she spanked me with a wooden spoon, which is, by the way, child abuse now, just so you know. And it broke, and that's the last time she ever spanked me.
I was so furious. Then I cried.
Yeah. So, and then the same night we were supposed to go out somewhere, and Mum slammed my pinky in the bedroom door. She didn't mean it. I was barely recovered from howling about my welted ass, and then she squishes it so much that my pinky was probably the thickness of my nail right now.
What can I say?
Yeah.
A good mama.
And she wonders why I ran away. All right, Sharna as a teenager, let's go.
Well, she was actually not too bad till we moved to Sydney. When we moved from Wagga to Sydney, she was about 13. So we went from a great country town where everyone knew everyone, and because Sharna did ballroom and was often in the paper for winning competitions, people knew her. And I always said to her, don't think you can get away with something, because someone will say to me, Mrs. Burgess, I saw Sharna doing ABC at the shops or down the park, or you can't get away with anything. But we get to Sydney, a great big city of how many at the time, 5 million people, and life just expanded for her.
Everything at home sucked.
Yes, Dad and I were not as happy as we probably used to be.
I mean, that has been very nice about it.
So it was constantly, where are you? Who are you with? What are you doing? Where did you get the money? Oh, I'm with Mrs. So-and-so. Put Mrs. So-and-so on the phone. And this young voice would say, hi, I'm Mrs. So-and-so. I forget their names now. I said, no, you're not. I don't know who you are.
I was 15 with a fake ID, going to raves and nightclubs.
Yeah.
I was a very rebellious child. Home life wasn't great. I didn't like being at home. I was unhappy, unsettled. I even cut a little bit at one point. I was a bit of a cutter at one point too, just struggling to deal with emotions and how to process them when everything in the house was upside down because You know, my mum and dad are great people, but they were not having a good time with each other, and that's a whole other story. Many couples go through this. The children can be negatively affected by simply that energy, and I'm such an empath that I would feel that negative energy, and I started to look for things to escape that did make me feel good, especially when I hurt my knee and I couldn't dance anymore, which was my release. And that happened when I was 15, and it was really after I was 15 that it went off the rails.
That's right, because you didn't have the time. You were training 7 days a week, definitely 6 if not 7.
I had goals and ambition.
Yeah, you wanted to get to Worlds, you wanted to represent Australia.
Yeah.
You wanted to be the best, and in Sydney you got the opportunities that you wouldn't have had in Wagga.
Right, and then went to the World Championships when I was 15, busted my knee, semi-final, that's as far as we got. And we could have gone further, but I couldn't dance on my knee. It just completely went out from underneath me in the semi. After that, I had 2 years without dancing. I had an ACL reconstruction, lost the meniscus in one side of my knee, and without dance holding me together, I completely fell apart. And it took a long time for me to feel like my body got back to feeling good about dance. And it was quite a journey. Okay, favourite dance partner of mine on Dance with the Stars?
Oh, so many. I love Noah, to be honest.
Noah.
Probably my favourite. I spent a bit of time with him and he was so nice.
Yeah.
Bobby, amazing, because he's just a go-getter. Nick Carter, because it just meant so much to you.
That was wild.
That was incredible. You know, his posters on your bedroom door when you're 14.
James, obviously.
Oh, absolutely, James. I went to LA when you were dancing with James, and I was there for the finale, which is a bit disappointing. I still feel you should have won with him.
Okay, next question. Least favourite partner of Sharna's?
Oh, no. Do I say?
You can say.
Bonner.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bonner, but...
Sorry, Bonner.
I don't know.
To be honest, not everyone knows the backstory behind that, and it was a bad time, and we... I'm not going to throw shade on anyone. Everyone has their things that they're going through, but we did not vibe in the way that people thought that we did. That sucked.
Yeah.
That was really hard.
Yeah. Good looking boy, though. What a shame.
He is a very handsome man.
Yeah. Make nice babies.
She's got baby fever worse than I do.
I do.
How many grandkids would you like?
Oh, 3 would be nice. Thank you. You can do the work. I'll just do the pampering and the
My
spoiling.
vagina just howled out in pain. She just went...
Boy and a girl?
Yeah, boy and a girl. But before those, husband.
Well, let's get into that point.
Ain't it? So Will and I have discussed it, being that I am 35 and I am single. If I get to 38 and I haven't found the person that I think I'm going to have my babies with, I will do it myself. Any of my boyfriends, did they concern you deeply? All of them. Well, to be fair, my very, very first boyfriend and first love, who I was deeply obsessed with, was Dom. His name was Dom. And he's a fantastic human, but it was just, we were teenagers and he was the hot boy and all the girls wanted his attention and they got it. And then there was Trent. He was like the ultimate bad boy, but with a good heart that I thought I could maybe fix and change.
I think with Trent, though, a bad situation happened to him and then it just spiraled after that.
Yeah, which started my pattern of wanting to also fix people. Oh, was he good looking?
Oh yes, he was
a little bit Brad Pitt.
Yes, Brad Pitt, a young Brad Pitt.
Have you and Sharna ever gotten drunk with each other?
Sharna,
do you remember this?
I do remember.
Oh, it was good.
St Kilda, here in Melbourne, St Kilda. All the boys loved her, of course, but they
also they were hitting on you too. Mum had a hottie hitting on her.
But I think it's a bit tactical. If you sort of pay attention to the mum, the daughter will like it. You gave me my first taste of Jaeger bombs.
Jaeger bombs.
What? She said, no, you got to sculler it. What?
So the next day, I was nursing my hangover on the couch. Mum stumbled out of her bedroom. I want to say she pinballed from wall to wall as she made it out of her bedroom and into the living room.
Oh, living room.
And she just looked at me. She's like, what have you done to me? All right, I'm going to do rapid fire questions and I'm just going to ask you things. You got to do quick answers. No ums and ahs. Just give me a quick answer. right? Some of them are going to be explicit. Don't blame it on me. This is what people sent me.
Okay.
I'm not answering these questions. Just you are answering these questions.
What if I don't answer?
No, you have to answer. These are yes or no questions.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Ready?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Ready? Yes. Ready? And have you ever smoked weed?
Yes.
Have you ever had a threesome? Have you slept with... Have you ever slept... Did I want to know that answer? I don't entirely. Have you ever been with a woman?
At that time.
At that time? Go woo. Have you ever had sex at a public place?
Mm-hmm. I had to stop and think, actually.
Have you ever run away from a police officer?
No.
Have you ever been arrested?
Yes.
I didn't know these things about my mother. Had sex with 2 different men in the same week?
Probably. Long time ago.
Promiscuous woman. Have you ever danced for a man?
Yeah.
What is happening right now? This is fantastic. Why haven't we done this earlier? Have you ever gotten a tattoo?
No.
Do you want one?
No.
Have you urinated in a public place that was not a bathroom?
When I was travelling.
Did you ever sneak out when you were a kid?
Yes.
Have you ever walked in on someone having sex?
Yes.
Have you had a one-night stand?
Yeah. I think one does in their 20s.
Woo, I am learning some things about you.
Puppy.
Have you ever jumped off a cliff?
No.
You're still here, so no.
Yeah.
What an odd question. Have you ever used food with sex?
Yes.
I'm not a fan of food with sex. But that was fun for a little second.
Okay.
All of them very sexual, but wow. This was fun. We did some good questions. We got deep, we got real. And then that ending quickfire really, I mean, I learned stuff. Don't know about you. So sending you all big, big love. As always, please like, subscribe, all the things. Please share this video around because everybody needs to know who this woman is because she is badass.
It was the 70s. We all learnt things.
Okay, yeah, sure. Excuses.
We all had a lot of fun.
Love you all. This is my mum. This is Woo.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.